Hello everyone, my name is Octoling Agent 4, and welcome back to the Rising SMP. Before we get started, if you enjoy anything in this video, please consider liking and subscribing. In the last episode, I worked on that iron farm over there, and it used a lot of copper, which made me consider making a new building just to oxidize copper in and also to farm honeycombs. And I got a bunch of scaffolding all lined out just for that. So I got this area all lined out, and this is all going to be for oxidizing copper, just so I can keep it off of the grass so it doesn't look as weird, and just so I have like another building that's just for one thing, And also gonna have some kind of bee farm off to the side, and basically what my idea for it is it being like a big gray factory that looks like that's like kind of molding and stuff and just looks fairly depressing. And then also having the cute little bee farm off the side, and I just think it's gonna look really funny and all contrasty. And yeah, I'm gonna get started on that. Alright, so here's what I have planned for this build. I didn't properly color it in just because I don't know. So I got the block palette to the right, so it goes from slightly aged copper to fully aged copper to prismarine to cobble and then andesite. And then on the left side is the bee aging part, which doesn't have a clear block palette, but I do have like some kind of colors in mind that will somewhat contrast against the gray and the blue and the brown of the copper part. So I think this is gonna work out pretty well, hopefully. Alright, so partway through, I'm very happy with how the gradient looks. I've put a few normal oxidized copper blocks in there to make the gradient from the prismarine to the cut copper look a little bit better. And I think it works pretty well. Because, like, the problem was with the cut copper and the prismarine is that it didn't blend too well. It, I feel like it probably works a bit better from afar. Like, I don't know. Because it is just, like, a lighter color in between the those two colors that are pretty different. And I think it works pretty well. And I have been oxidizing copper in here, still need to get some more smooth stone for the flooring. And I'm not too sure how tall I want this to be. Hmm. Okay, so I think I know what I want to do. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Make the roofs 4 tall. It's a little bit unnecessary, but like if it feels like really wide and open, that might kind of sell the factory feel more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I can make I can make this the highest point, and then basically have this third floor be like the roof, but also partly for copper oxidizing. This is gonna be a lot of smooth stone. Oh my goodness. Ugh. But yeah, I'm gonna have like a few chimneys on this roof, and who knows, I might redesign a few things in here to make it less copper and more like decoration with copper around it. I don't know. Um, that would have been better for the first floor because it's the one that you walk in to see. And I might also have a basement because this goes down like pretty low, which would be a good use of uh, the space of it going off of the cliff like this. But yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with this gradient. My only problem is that not too sure what I'll do on other parts that don't have the rusty kind of gradient. There is the cobblestone that I could use at some parts, or maybe I could use like stone bricks, some cracked stone bricks, make it feel kind of like broken down a little bit, not very well supervised or whatever. But yeah, this is feeling good about this. All right, I'm gonna get back to work. All right, this is looking pretty good so far. Uh, the stone bricks with the cobblestone and the cracked stone bricks, I feel like it adds like uh definitely much needed texture other than just the rusty moldy part. I don't know what to call that. But yeah, I got this wall textured too, and I got a bit of the rust on this side, and I'm thinking of having another rust patch at like the bottom of this that I haven't built yet, where the scaffolding is. So yeah, this is going pretty well so far. I'm very happy with this project. You know, definitely something I need to do in the future is something with that portal. The only thing it has on is those cobblestone bricks, so I don't burn whenever I come through the portal. But yeah, this. Oh yeah, I also did the stairs at the top just so it's not entirely flat. I did want it to be flat just so it would like feel all depressing and factory like, you know. But a little bit of dimension definitely helps. Yeah, I'm gonna get back to work. Okay, the factory build is pretty much done. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna worry about the second and third floor quite yet, just because I want to focus on the honey farm. So I need to do a bit of terraforming, and I'll need to cover like up this, and then I'll try and figure something out for the bees. Alright, so I got the terrain all flattened out. It's perfectly ready for the bee area to go, and I also got a bunch of blocks here. I have my hives here that had my bees that were in a hole underneath my house. I got some leaves, I got some dyes, I got some glass, I got a bunch of flowers, and basically what my idea for this is, it's somewhat similar to the one on the concept drawing that I showed earlier in this video. But basically, I just want to have wool kind of like stall stands. I don't know what to call it, but also having have like it be striped orange and white, like a typical like store stall. I don't know. But then also pink glass and some cherry wood touches, just so the bees don't escape because they are stupid. Which is why I had them in a hole underneath my house before. But yeah, I'm gonna try and get started with that. Alright, I got the bee area all done. The shape isn't exactly what I was expecting, but it gets the idea across, I think, so I don't want to worry about it too much. So inside it, I'm gonna take my umbrella off. It, it's a really nice atmosphere. It's definitely like a similar thing to my greenhouse that I use uh, for my moss farm, which makes sense. They're both like very naturey kind of builds. And yeah, I definitely need to breed more of the bees so that all of these extra hives get filled up. But yeah, this is a really nice bee farm. I am happy with it. I also have some barrels over there. And I'm also very bad at remembering to get my umbrella out. Yeah, barrels for storage. I got those there, some extra stuff. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. Alright, so I had an idea for a little finishing touch was this pipe. And what's basically doing is just getting like very dirty water into the ground, and I have a bunch of mud and coarse dirt and rooted dirt. And let me just see what I can do. Alright, so I added a little bit of mud, some soil, some different kinds of dirt, and the muddy mangrove roots, and I also put some water in the pipe, and I think it works pretty good. The glass pane is a little bit hard to see, but I think that's just because of my shaders, so I don't think that's a big problem. But yeah, I am pretty happy with how this looks. Like the contrast between the boring factory and the cutesy bee area is very much what I was looking for, and I'm very happy with how it turned out. Again, I'm not going to worry about the second and third floors at the moment. I will do them off camera. I just don't want to do that right now, just because it's good, just because of time. But yeah, I'm very happy with this. And I'm gonna say that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!